Hello everybody, my name is Jeff. I'm a wizard. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's doing okay. I want to do a quick reading and just celebrate a bit that I've reached 500 subscribers. So, yay! I'm shy, and I want to complete my dream of reaching 1,000 subscribers because that means that you can actually talk to a real person at YouTube. So, almost there. Subject of today's reading will be bullying. Do you have a bully? Who is bullying you? What's going on? Very simple. Choose any of these four cards that appeals to you. Oh yeah, I wanted to say I'm doing the subject because I reached the 500 subs, so I'm feeling a bit empowered. So let's get it on. Am I doing it the right way? This is the first card, second card, third card, fourth card. I'm gonna get you a better look. Damn it, sorry. Like this. So we have here Temperance. Then we have card number 2 is the Hermit. Card number 3 is the High Priestess. And card number 4 is the Chariot. And I only realized now that I drew 4 major arcana to choose from. This is really cool. Okay, I already picked the rest of the cards. So just choose the card that stands out to you. Go to the timestamps in the description box in the comment section. Click on the link and then I will see you at your reading, okay? Also, I fixed the music problem, so I'm gonna try to use my headset to listen to music so I can still have the help and it doesn't bother the reading or my voice. I've been having complaints. I have complaints. That means something, It means people are listening. Good. Without further ado, let's begin with group 1. Okay, give me a second to put the cards away. No. See, that's group number 1. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. So when I look back, no, okay, it's fine. Really, I'm this left and right stuff is getting harder and harder for some reason with the camera. Because sometimes it switches and sometimes it doesn't. And then I'm just always wondering, how did I do it last time? Weird. Okay, so there, then group 1. Hello, how are you? Let's see, who's been bullying you? What can we do about it? So we started with our Temperance card. With these vultures, that's saying something. Card 2 is the Empress. I think this light's a bit better for you. I feel like there's 2 things playing at the same time. Yes, there is. Huh, how come? I really have to look where it's coming from. This is bizarre. I can't figure out where the music is coming from. Oh, it's from, okay. I was watching Alice in Borderland. And that was on for some reason. Weird. Episode 7. Been seeing a lot of 777 today. Tell me if that speaks to you. Usually when I'm seeing 17 a lot, and then now 77. Usually 7 means like it's the key, sort of. So there's about to be a reveal or the truth coming to light. Okay, I think I was holding them like this. King of Pentacles upside down. Okay, the image is not that important here, and then the Knight of Wands. I'll be mad at you, and I'm the one to blame. Ooh, 444 I just saw. Okay, what is this about? So I'm trying to install it so you see the camera, the cards, more than me. Sorry. Trying to streamline the whole experience. a bit more difficult than I thought. Okay, like there's already the clear story here. Um, you have a bully, you have somebody most of all taking advantage of you in a weak position, or making you wait, putting you in a weak position, putting you where the yes, making you wait, sort of putting you in a like like leave you for the vultures. That's what I got. Okay, okay. Um, what is this last card? Let me see. Knight of Wands. Okay. So, group one, not such a big deal here because I feel this is past. But you have okay. Well, for some reason, you have to hear this message, right? So we're not just talking about something that has happened to you. Maybe we are just to give you a bit of a like a confirmation or to remind you. But I feel there's a different reason here. So I think this is the other person. What is this, man? I don't get it. Wait, because if this is you, oh, okay. So, the Empress. So, but you, somebody saw you as this, the Empress. You were like uh, slaying it. You have this ferocious tiger at your feet. A lot of power, a lot of independence, a lot of. You know what I get with this is somebody saw you like this, and it was almost no, like you see a person like this, and then they thought, I'm supposed to live up to that, like it. It's a lot of insecurity here, but mostly a lot of frustration. So somebody saw you and thought like I can't match that, or I can't give you that. They saw it as a threat because look at this card. She's looking a bit. Like looking down on somebody, safe from their home with this protection. And I think mostly they saw this. They saw you like almost like you have a wall of all these things, like, and I'm thinking mostly here like character and creativity, and maybe you look very hot. Yeah, maybe you're very attractive, and they saw that, and they thought in one way or another like I can't match up to that. But mostly I'm getting this feeling of it's like they it made them angry, sort of like, because it made them feel inadequate. Thank you, it made them feel inadequate. Okay, so as a reflex, and I don't think this is that planned out, but in the end I think it is something pretty awful that they did, is this sort of, it's this attitude of like, oh, you're all that, right? You got it all together. You're all the Empress, what? So you don't need my help. I'm just gonna. And this is the mean part: is they didn't, let's say, just leave you. They left you in a time of need, in trouble, knowingly. That's the mean part. They knew you were in trouble, and they sort of left you like, let's see how you get out of it. Almost as a sort of way, like to say, punishing you for your arrogance or for thinking you're all that. right? What I wanted to say is like I think this person mistook opulence for actual richness or wealth, because opulence is looking like you have it, looking like you're rich. Okay, so somebody, let's say, who doesn't have a lot of money, who's getting by, and who does what he or she can with the thrift store, and what other people give them, and they make it work and look really hot, and they put everything together, and they look like they're like $1 million, and maybe you're going through a really hard time, but you manage to make yourself look like good and keep it together, right? I think they mistook that a bit, and this is the annoying part is it's like they couldn't see past that. It's just okay. So no matter what you could have done or said here, that doesn't even matter. This is one of those people who have no, not this person, but it's one of those people who just can't see past their own ego insecurity. Like first they have to win. First they have to win. They have to know they're in control. They have to know that they have you before they feel. That's the weird thing you have with these people is they have to know that you're all in, or that they have the control, or that they have the authority before they feel balance. It makes no sense, because it's not balanced. But they can't see that their ego is first they have to, so that's a bit what they were creating, I think, to leave you in a situation for you where you would have to realize that you need them, or that you can't do it alone, and that you've been arrogant. But this is like past these tests. This is really them being vengeful, almost leaving you out to dry in the cold with the vultures. Bitch. King of Pentacles is just like this person I just told you. Power abuse in this. Also what I'm getting is they were bullying you because the more you were showing what you have, the more you were showing yourself and how amazing you are, or the more they withheld, the more they pulled back, the more they made you, because again, not from that's the weird part. It doesn't come from a shy part or insecure part, because I can understand somebody's, let's say you're showing yourself and somebody becomes more and more insecure and like feels like, what can I do for you? I can understand that, and when somebody after that comes like, like I felt inadequate around you, or that's why it's not working, or maybe that's why I did these things and I'm sorry, like if it comes from that sort of place, then it's manageable. But this feels like it's coming already from there's that vulnerability is gone. That point where somebody says like, oh gosh, this, like I feel not good enough, or they make me feel kind of insecure. That's gone. That's not there. That phase. It's immediately this wall, this defense, and then like you see this last picture, how they armored against the cold with like ready to fight. That's immediately where they go to, instead of being like, oh, like I don't feel like I can give you what you want. They immediately go to, it's your fault. Like they get angry because you put them in this situation. You make them feel this way. That's how what they do. It's like, I feel insecure. Well, like that's because you're pulling all this off. And what am I supposed to feel? Like they're putting it all on you and not taking that vulnerability. But anyway, that's what they did, or that's what is happening. And I think, okay. It's a lot more than you think, and a lot more from a malicious place, and that's a hard thing to accept. I think you can see that somebody is out of insecurity or not feeling good enough, but again, that vulnerability was skipped over, not shown to you, and they were punishing you already. And that's the fucked up thing, is in their mind, it was already a lost battle. Like they felt like, I can't win here. I can never get you. I'll never be good enough. I can't win. So what am I gonna do? Is I'm gonna, um, take what I can get and make you sweat for it. Like, okay, like if you this person then has to give themselves all to me. They'll have to show it. I want to see them really go through hell or something. It's weird. It's weird. It's also like they live with this feeling of, you have to prove yourself then to me, and they don't do anything because they like, well, I'm so inadequate, like already. I'm not going to prove myself. This is already lost. And if you want me, then, well, you'll have to really show me and work for it, because I'm not gonna feel like crap all of this. Something like just zonkers. And this is bullying, guys. This is bullying. This is somebody not giving to you on purpose, leaving you high and dry, leaving you where it hurts to make you feel like they feel or something. And it's mean. And I think this is again sometimes you don't know this is happening. Sometimes you really don't see that people are coming from this place, and sometimes these people don't even realize it. Right? This can be a huge blind spot, but you will know by the effect it has on the rest of your life. Look at when somebody is around you, or you have somebody in your life. Look how the rest is going. How is your finances going? Are you getting a lot of good contacts? Are people like saying, hey, what's up? Are your hobbies going well? Are you feeling physically well? Look at those things. Usually that's screaming out to you, like you're sick, you don't feel well, you don't sleep well. Suddenly your bank account keeps dropping, or those checks you've been waiting for don't come, and you're in problems. Suddenly all those people you were talking to suddenly ignore you. All little stuff like that is showing you that the energy is blocked. And it's like, you could explain it like, let's say your higher self or your spirit guides or your ancestors, they're stopping your energy because they're seeing what is happening. Somebody is like dimming down their light so you shine brighter, and then it's like, no, that's not healthy, that's not safe. This is really making you putting you out in a very, very, very vulnerable position. But it's also energetically, it's just something that happens. It's like the balance is off. You are giving so much to something, and then somebody is giving less back. And that has energetic effects or something. Okay, group one, message, way too long. That was it. I hope it helped. I hope you liked it. Please like, share, but mostly subscribe if you don't already, because 1,000, here we go. And then I'm gonna, should I do it live? Like call somebody from YouTube? So like, hi, and then hang up. Thank you, group one. See you around, and have a nice day. Bye. And then I will go to group two. I will not take a break. No. The Hermit, favorite card of the deck. I'm using the Red Sonja, of course, because the first video ever I did with Red Sonja. They're the first tarot cards I ever had. She's amazing, and she kicks ass. Like, really, she's like, I use her when I need to, when I can't kick ass. When I can't kick ass. Okay, good. The Hermit, group one, group two. No idea where this is going. I was just blanking here. I was just looking like, should I talk more? Why am I holding the cards? Isn't stable moving too much? There's purple here. Wow, this card is pretty. Really, that was just my thoughts there. Okay, snapping out of it. Five of Swords. Okay, defeat, chopping somebody's head off. Seven of Cups, illusions in the Hierophant. The Hierophant for me is such an annoying card because I hear so much good information about it and explanations and like other readers saying it in a way that I'm like, oh yeah, I get it now. Like it makes sense to me. And every time I pull it for myself, it's like it's like I only have like it's like a teacher, the authority. See, and they like I just heard something so interesting about it. Like it was like, oh yeah, that's also the Hierophant. The law, the law. Traditional values or like stop. I'm just gonna leave it. It'll come to me. Let me. Okay, so I want to say you're pulled back because of a defeat, because of an argument. Then there's illusions. Whoops, they're falling over. Oh, I'm blocking a little bit. Okay. Illusions. Bring me the horizon. Can you feel my heart? Is the song that is playing. Can you feel my heart? I have no idea. I keep going to this card, so okay. You know, I can't get on a bully story here. All I'm seeing is sort of a person here. Let's. Okay, it is you. Okay, okay. My right eye is hurting. Like I have this, like right above the eye, this stinging. Like I can't see. You know that pain in your eyes you get when you've been reading under a way too dim light or something, or you're trying to, or you've been looking in a strong light. Yeah, when you look into a too strong light after that, you can get these stabs in your eyes, sort of, right? That's what I'm getting. She's looking at this flame, this fire. Uh, you're alone. You really are looking at. You're kind of shielding off, or you're in a bit of a very in your own feelings here. You know, you're looking at this fire. Uh, you're tired. You're tired. You're confused. You don't know what to do, or most of all, you kind of know what to do, but the fire is just not there when you think you would feel it. You're very bit all over the place. It takes you an entire day to maybe get something done. You don't. You feel like you're stuck. You know, like you're really in a. Let's say you're in this base camp and you're just camping there, and it's like you can't move. You're confused. Oh, again, now this eye, like I can't see. Like there's a veil. My phone just went to like 5 battery power, so it dimmed. You can't see very well. And then I'm getting spiritual attacks. Okay, it's just what I got. All this purple. You're fighting a lot more than you think. You're fighting off a lot more than you think. It's like you think you're only sitting at this fire doing nothing, but in the more spiritual sense, or in the higher sense, or maybe emotionally, let's call it that, emotionally or mentally, this is how it's happening to you. You are fighting, or you're being attacked, or this happened to you. You had a big breakup. Yes. You know how it feels when you're dating somebody and you're in love with them, and you see it's over, but before it's over, or it happened and you didn't realize it yet. Somebody communicated something to you, and actually basically they told you, that it's not good, and it's like it's slowly sinking in. So on another dimension, there's this huge defeat, and it's got you completely drained. That's what this illusion card is. You are slowly realizing this. You're seeing through the illusion. I think somebody was okay. So let's say somebody's acting like everything's fine, but really they hate you, or they're done with you, or they're pulling away, and you feel that somebody's there, but they're pulling away, and you feel that defeat, you feel that loss. um, you feel that there's something not right, that something like forlorn. That's the word I wanted to say. And you're slowly going through these illusions. Like it's becoming clear, but I think at the moment you're just confused because of this. So this is really going on. So this is maybe friends that aren't being that good to you, or maybe did something to you. Maybe people, when you sometimes you meet people and it's all nice, and suddenly they pull back and they act like they don't know you, stuff like that. That can have you really out of yourself because you don't know what's going on. And most of all, why this is bullying, it's like pulling the wool over your eyes. It makes you, when people do this to us, our hearts know it, but reality is saying something different. So we're in two different worlds suddenly. Emotionally, we're already feeling what's going on, but our reality is not showing that yet, or there's no proof for that. There's no rational something. So those words are like not on the same page, and that's why you feel like you're in two different worlds. You're being too hard on yourself. Take time to understand this, and just realize that this is going on. You're processing this. Don't think this is something to do. I think you're pinning this incredible bad feeling on things you do. It's like you're doubting the moves you're making. You're doubting yourself. You're doubting if what you're doing is right or wrong. Maybe creatively, you're looking for where this bad energy is coming from, and it's not from you. It's not from anything you're doing. It's coming from outside, other people who are leaving you confused. Illusions. So that's good to know. Stop looking for where am I going wrong? Is it this? Is that I'm doing? Should I've? I think that's where these people, or this person left you feeling all confused, looking at yourself like, what is wrong with me? Why am I feeling so bad? Now this freaking Hierophant is still clueless to me. Yeah, this is how somebody's looking at you from with this disdain, and somebody's acting like they're your friend, they're your teacher, they care about you, but actually they're despising you. You feel that. That sucks. Know that this is not you. This person is a bully. Period. They do this to people. They lie. No, most of all, some people are actually that nasty that they'll like, what people do that a lot? HR people. in businesses. They're like, or managers or bosses, when they're like, hey, what's going on with you? Tell me about it, like your problems. Like I see, like you're struggling. I want to know. I want to understand. And then 2 seconds later, they fire you. They, or or they listen to your story and they say like, oh, happy you told me that. Like, good talk. And then you think like, oh, I feel good. I feel listened to. I feel like this pressure is off. They don't give a shit. And actually, you just got a bad report, or actually, and then you feel like this feeling of like, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. That's what that feeling is. That awful feeling. I don't feel safe because you're putting like that was a wolf you just talked to. You were vulnerable to a wolf. Um, that's gonna get your leg chopped off. So what do we do with this person? Nothing. I'm getting nothing. Nothing. Just realize. You need to realize that it's not you. But second of all, stop being such a sucker. When you feel off with people, when people are making you feel like and feel weird or feels like you're faking, they're faking. Call it out. Just say it. Like feels like you or um, just let them be. Just let them be. I just was I had to. Okay, I hope I still have time for this. No, we don't. Okay, I'm not gonna tell the story. No, I'm not going into it. It's gonna take for hours. But I feel like I still need an answer to my story. Do nothing. Do nothing. The more you say to this person, the more this feeling will become worse. There's no negotiating with this person. There's no thinking of, oh, maybe if I am sincere or if I'm honest, or don't try to counter this with honesty and truth, being like, I'm just going to say my truth and then this person has to, no, 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 no. That's not going to work. The less attention, the better. That's how bullies work. Yeah? The less attention, the better. Pay them no minds. Know that an outside source is causing the confusion, and also like snap out of it. You got somebody playing with you. If you're gonna be a bitch, nigga, I'm gonna be that bitch. What? Sorry, that was weird. Like, share, and subscribe. And tell your friends to subscribe. And then we'll all reach 1,000 together. Thank you. I need to drink. See you around. Bye. Yo, group number 3. Was this number 3? Interesting. The pencil sharpener. The High Priestess. So we should know what this means. Use your intuition, guys. Okay, you just gotta listen to yourself and blah blah blah, blah 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 bloop. High Priestess. That candle in the dark, I feel, is important here. Lifting up, lighting, little pop 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 pop. Where to begin? Ooh, okay. No, I hope if you read tarot a little bit, like we're talking about bullying, and it's so fun to see these cards. Just 5 of Wands. That's a fight. I mean, it's fun that they come up, and also like 8 of Cups. These cards that you would just expect to be here, and then they're here, and then you're like, oh. But then you also know like it's real. I mean, didn't start a channel for nothing. So am I surprised? Not really, but it's always a delight. No, it's not that nice feeling of when something makes sense, when things make sense. So you're in the right area. That's what I mean. So when I see these cards like this, then I know like, okay, this reading is right. It's in the good flow. I'm definitely like doing well here. I don't know why I'm saying this. Then I have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, personal moment. This was the first deck I ever bought. This was the first deck I ever used for videos. This with this deck I learned tarot, and I do have to, for anybody who wants to learn tarot better, this is an excellent deck to use because the cards make so much sense, but it takes you a while to figure it out with some of the cards. And the artwork is amazing. Every card is really a beautiful story, and it does make sense, but it's sort of you really have to get into Red Sonja, and most of all, you have to. It really challenges you in your looking at man and woman roles differently, sort of, and uh, it's very interesting. And that's the point here. Okay, you have a bully in the sense. Wait, let me look. Okay, I want to say this. Somebody sort of is not letting you be yourself, or is I'm getting this thing like you can't come in because you're a boy, or you can't come in because you're a girl, or like you're not being accepted for who you are. Uh, but that was without reading the cards. It was just from this card I got. And no, and also because I think the sad thing is a lot of people will look at this Red Sonja deck and not understand a lot of the cards because they can't see a woman in that position. Or, and this is more interesting, they can't relate to the anger or the aggression on the card. Every card, she's with a sword, she's in a battle, she's cutting some heads off. It's very aggressive, right? But if you see past that, you can see a double symbolic layer. And also, if you get into her character, like in the sort of Conan or Hercules story, or Xena, you can get into her character. But a lot of people will sort of this is the important part. They will not see past her anger or past the fact that it's very violent. Like she's sort of condoning, no, judging it, condemning it. I'm saying that wrong. Condemn, condemn, condemning. No. Uh, so that's what I get. Like you're holding a candle in the dark. Good song here. But why the 5 of Wands? That's what I'm getting. Like, why this? Because that's more of almost a physical fight, almost an. No, it's also the bullying card for me. It's also a bullying card because in the fairy deck, it's these four kids hanging from a swing, and this one kid is sort of in the branches, like looking. Wait, wait. The bullying card. Somebody is bullying you, keeping you from certain things. They're keeping things from you in this way, and then this 8 of Cups. It's causing you a lot of emotions. I know that sounds stupid, but okay. Let's say you're trying to be yourself. You're trying something out. You're. Let's say you want to be a hip hop dancer, and you're doing steps to get there, right? But you're on your own. You're in the dark. You have no idea what you're doing. Then I get this person. Think of a parent here, almost a parent, a longer relationship. Somebody who they bully you for it, or they tease you, or they refuse to see you this way. It's like, oh, you want to be a dancer, a hip hop dancer. That's not who you are. So I'm not. I don't know, something like that. And then it's like they're keeping stuff away from you, or protected. It's in a way like until you come to your senses, like until you give up this crazy dream, or until you, let's say you're gay and you're figuring that out, but then maybe your parents or somebody above you, or maybe your friends, they just don't like it, and they kind of that's why the five wants it. They're trying to beat it out of you, is not what I want to say, but it's like trying to bully you sort of back into where they think you should be. You're breaking a mold here in some way or another, or you're breaking the mold that you're in, and then somebody or people are trying to like sort of bully you back into, or like yeah, let's wait until he or she falls on their face and realizes, or blah blah blah, or it's a bit of a power play here, and then it's like they're keeping away from you, and because they don't approve. They don't approve. But it's more than that. This is what they're doing in a more rational way. This is what they're telling themselves. It's like, I am. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's access to friends. Like somebody's keeping you out of their friends group, or trying to zone you out, or I'm getting all kinds of things. Like somebody's keeping you from. Maybe they're just like keeping compliments away. Maybe you're doing something and it's actually really good, and they're on purposefully not giving you compliments, not telling you that it's good, not giving you attention. Maybe you're trying something new, or maybe you let's say you were gay. Like keep that example. Then they're trying not to give that attention, not to react to it. It's like they're ignoring it, and it's also they're giving you maybe these slow, no, these small nudges of like that they don't approve. But this is more subconsciously. So this is more them thinking. It's like this weird way of protecting you. Like. What this person is doing is dangerous, so I'm not going to give them access to certain things, or no, I'm not going to give that attention, or condone that behavior. This is what they're doing subconsciously, is they really are sort of being these like bullies of like you can't do that, to be ridiculous, or like you'll see, or and I don't know, it could be anything. It's going in a million different directions. That's what they're doing. That's the bullying. While you're here doing it on your own and following your own intuition, because if the people around you or people you trust are acting as if this is not happening, or if this is not important, or if this is invalid, or they're making you feel stupid, they're making you judge yourself, because that's what you do then, you pick that up, doubting yourself, not believing anymore, and that's what they want, that's what they want. They want you to fall back in line, fall back in line. Very good, very good, Jeff, very good. And this Eight of Cups is saying to me that you need to, this is causing you to react. You're feeling this. This is bringing you the fuck down. Okay, this is making you depressed. This is making you sad, angry. This is taking all away all your motivation, all your fire, all the bravery you build up to do something, to be something, to go out there and try to be who you want to be. They're taking away all that power and drive, and they're making you depressed and sad. And the message here is a bit of enough with the crap. Speak up, okay? You're trying to be who you want to be, okay? That trumps everything. If these people are making you feel bad about it, you don't know this, right? You have no idea what they're keeping from you, or what they're trying to, or maybe you do, like that compliment thing. That's really, or fortune, like success, fame. Let's say you're making posts, or you're making artwork. and they're not reacting to it. Okay, that's fine. You can't tell other people like, "Hey, like my shit," or give an opinion, right? But you can expect from people close to you or people who care about you that they acknowledge that you're trying something, that they even acknowledge that you're putting a lot of effort into something and that it's important to you, okay? It's important to you, so it should be goddamn important for the people who care about you, okay? If that's not the case, if you feel like, hey, all these things I'm doing are not being supported, they're not even being acknowledged, they're being ignored, and people are being nasty about it, they're saying remarks that hurt you, speak up, okay? Follow these emotions. If you talk about your dreams or stuff to people and they make you feel bad about it, it's about bloody time that you turn around and say like, hey, you know what, you're making me feel like shit about this. Why is that? And then you're gonna see how maybe nasty people are, but most of all you're going to see that it's really not about if what you're doing is good, like it's not even uh you need to call out these bullies. You need to call them out, and especially for themselves, because I think if you call some of these people out, some of them are going to be nasty. They know damn well what they're doing, and some of them are going to be put in their place because they're not expecting. I don't think they're expecting it because to them it feels like you're doing your thing anyways, and all this nasty stuff, it's not even affecting you. So these people are kind of thinking like, oh, what I say doesn't even matter, and most of all, it's you're triggering stuff in them that is not about you. Like it's maybe somebody sees you trying for a dream that they once had, and it just makes them bitter or something, and then supporting you, they can help it, but then they sort of fall into this, like cynicism or bitterness for themselves because, hey, you know what? Like, usually people try to do this and they get called back. People like get bullied back into their place, and they have to follow a certain role to get the money, maybe, or, an inheritance. Um, it used to be a lot more difficult in olden times, like, again, being gay. You had to lie. You had to lie and play the part, or you would be denied jobs. You would be denied your inheritance. You would be denied friendships. You would be denied all medical help. So being gay had to be, hidden. But generations of gay people and suppressed people will tell you hiding this. You could say like, oh well, see the game, play the game, hide it, and then like, don't ask, don't tell, and then you don't have any problems. But let me tell you, hiding this, it hurts. It hurts a lot. It sucks if you even when I used to give blood donations in university that happened once per year. And in Belgium, it's still the case. If you're gay, you're sort of de facto not a candidate to give blood because there were back in the olden days. You had the 5 H's, five like people, uh, people who would be at a risk to give blood donations or who are at risk to have HIV or hepatitis or whatever. And it was you had the Haitians, you had the hepatitis. Let me think. Haitians, the homos, like the homosexuals, homos. You had I think hepatitis C. Shit, I need to look it up. I'm really blocking because I was suddenly like, oh no, I don't know them anymore. People are seeing now. Okay. Can't find it. What was it? You had the Haitians. You had prostitutes, I think. In Dutch, that's one H. And homosexuals, the hepatitis, and the hemophiliacs, maybe. Damn it. This is old information, by the way, so it's not up to date. I don't know why I'm going to. It's more like for me, it's like I need to know. I need to know. Where are you? Beth, give me a second here. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm sorry, guys. I can't find it. And I know it's not that important, but I know there are some people who are now like have this autistic screeching of like, I need to know the 5 things. You can't just tell me 4 things or 3 things and then leave me wondering. Fifth thing is hemophilia. Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm suddenly having this like a congested nose. Yeah, like a block. I don't know. Look, if this really bothers you, ask me in the comment section what are the 5 ages, and I will look it up for you. I will give it to you. Okay, I promise. I put the cards away. Yeah, that was my story. I hope it helps. This was deeper than I thought. Whoa. You can't stay around people who make you feel bad for trying to be who you want to be or trying to go for what you want to go. Okay, you just can't. You just can't. Because it's hard enough already, all alone. And if the people around you don't support that, then it's fine, right? Not you don't need to convince them, but you need to know and you need to protect yourself from it. Because I've learned that even like I make stuff, I stopped sending it to family, people close to me, because even when I think it's fine, I know they don't really react to it or whatever, even when thinking that, and then I still send stuff because I think I'm proud of my work and I just want to celebrate it, and I don't care if you. I'm just gonna show it, and then there's this silence. It's no reaction. It's this sort of. Still, it makes it feel suddenly like it's no big deal. Like music videos or music I've been working on for a year or months or been spending weeks, day and night trying to get right. People then make it feel like sort of like, oh, okay, cool, cute. And you think it doesn't hurt you, but it does. So you stop giving people a chance to even do that. Just protect it, protect yourself, but also don't put up with people who are putting you down for trying to be yourself. Just don't put up with that. Protect yourself. Protect yourself, and confront people. If people you care about are making you feel like shit, confront them, and not in a harsh way. Say like, "Hey, I kind of feel like shit about these things around you, or you're kind of giving me the feeling that it's." And it's okay to be needy, right? It's okay to say to your friends or family, like, "Hey, I want more support. Like, can you give me more attention and more compliments?" That's fine, even if you're bad, just like make something up. It's okay to want more support. It's okay to want support. Jesus Christ. Okay, group 3. Like, share, and subscribe. Go for 1,000. I'll see you another time. Bye. Group 4. Let's go. Wait, I did. What I did, I did. Did this. Yeah, okay. So, Chariot, group 4. Show me the card. Love this card. Love this card. Although I most of the time see her plundering to death. Like, this was like a mistakes were made situation. Whoa. Whoa. Are they all upside down? Now I'm really doubting. Because I pulled this one. Oh, fuck. What did I do, man? Because I pulled all of these cards. Like, I wanted to pull 4, and I got a lot. So I'm going to leave this upright because we know that's true. Let me see what we got. Queen of Swords. It doesn't really matter, I hear. So, doesn't really matter. Love is all. The lovers. Love is all we need. Everything I give you all comes back to me. Okay, just gonna give you a small detail. If you dealt with a man, somebody with a really big dick. Just a small detail that I just saw. I'm still not sure where we're heading here. Oh, this was a relationship crashing and burning a bit. Wait, we'll get there. Queen of Swords. I see you being patient. I see you being good boundaries and not fighting. I think you're choosing your battles, or you were choosing your battles wisely. But I think maybe in a romantic connection, this was read as you not being that invested or that interested, or not getting it. It doesn't have to be a toxic way. It doesn't have to be somebody trying to pick a fight with you or trying to get you to react or trigger you, because that's what some people do, and then you react and then they're like, oh, they care about me. But they basically just manipulated you to have, an emotional reaction. That's how some people keep you reeled in, like they know what they're saying is bonkers, but as long as you react, sort of, they're winning. Nine of Pentacles is confirming this Queen of Swords energy of you being on you doing good. You're focusing on yourself, on your own independence, and again, you're choosing your battles wisely. So you're choosing, and maybe at that time you were just in a position of, I don't have time for this, I don't have energy for this, or I that's how I relate to this. I can see in a relationship, this is a mistake I still make, is I let things go, or I am more patient because I don't want to fight. I want to make it work, because I like the person. I want to make it work. So I don't get angry where I should get angry, maybe. Or, when I'm just me, some things would trigger me and I would just let loose and be maybe not a very good version of myself, but I'm still me. And then in a relationship, maybe you're more like conservative. Also this, you were in this energy, Page of Cups, which means you were dating. That's sort of the energy I get. You were in your independence, you were watching yourself, and you were playing the field, let's say. But you were in a new energy, just you wanted to get to know people, but you were not that seriously looking for anything. You were just in this more playful energy. Then this King of Wands. Somebody who really was going for it. And then the Lovers. Okay. So, how do you have a bully? I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this relationship and this person. This is not a big bully. This is not a bad. Oh, getting it is. It is. So that's why this reading probably because uh, maybe you're not realizing the effect. So uh, like look, I'm seeing this like you fighting with this guy here suddenly, and then because this is about inner alignment. This is about knowing your values. So small scenario for an example here is ah, what card? Oh, is that horse again? Look, this is you going for it. This is you being independent. This is important here. Um, oh yeah, that's why this is a bad bully. Okay, okay, okay. Group four. Look, you were working hard and going for your success, your independence, being happy, right? Being all fabulous. You were going. This is the important part. You were going. You were moving forward in a good direction. And then this person has the audacity to feel big enough to sort of just stop you dead in your tracks and pick a fight with you. It's like, oh, that person is doing well. Let me see how important I am and how much I can get this person to stop. In like long story short, that's what I'm getting. Okay, I hope you're understanding. Forget that it says the lovers. Just look at the picture. This is very. It doesn't look good, right? It looks like somebody has you in their web. Somebody has your full attention, and that's why this is bad. Somebody is doing this. Um, this an ego thing, selfish thing. The point is, they don't seem to care. This is the important part. They don't seem to give a shit that you were riding into battle. You've been working hard and you were going for it, that you had momentum, that you had something built up, that you have something of value or going somewhere. Um, they tried to get you out of that energy, and I'm getting they couldn't stand you. Standing so strong in this. I'm going forward and I'm going for it, and all this which is this. I don't know. Pull another card. Wait, on this page of cups. This page of cups. The eyes, man. The eyes. Page of swords. Oh, page of cups. Page of swords. Damn it, card. So, an extra card for this. Oh, look, this is what they do. You were like this. Let's say you're dating. Talking to people, feeling very good about yourself, not a care in the world, and then somebody with their communication or just with their antagonizing maybe has you suddenly thinking you're a criminal, thinking you're a bad guy, thinking you are. They're judging you like somehow for where you are. I don't know. It's like it feels like you have success. You're dating. You're doing a lot of stuff, and then somebody suddenly has you feeling shame or doubt or proving yourself to them. They have you proving yourself to them, and the point is it's stopping you dead in your tracks, and it's bad. You are. It's like they have you in this moral trap. You know, like you're feeling good. You're thinking this is I know what I want. I know who I am. And then somehow by engaging with this person or loving this person, they have you doubting yourself and thinking you were wrong or you did something bad by being so by doing this. It's almost like they okay, I'm getting this like you're going forward and you're dating and then this person wants you to stop and love them, sort of. But that momentum of forward is completely gone. It's like they're standing still like a fixed statue and you're just going forward and then there's love, but then it's almost like they insist on you stopping because they're not moving or something. That's not the point if they want to move or if they're not moving or where does this come from. You need to realize that you were freaking moving and that this person suddenly has you stopped and it's this person. And don't take it so lightly. It's not so innocent. It's not so innocent. I want to pull one more card. Oh, this one? Okay, easy. Judgment. Um, yeah, recognize this and judge it accordingly. Don't let anybody doubt your values that, everything's going well and then suddenly you're doubting yourself. It's not good. Um, the small example I got was you are, let's say you're dating somebody and it's a little bit serious, but you're also still dating other people. And that's fine. Or, you haven't really talked about it, but the moment it comes up that you were still talking or you're still, I don't know, like playing the field a little bit, or it comes up that you were dating somebody else, this person uses that against you. It makes you feel bad for that, and it makes you doubt yourself for no reason because those are your values. That's what you stand for. If they don't like that, then they don't like you, and they have to talk about it to you, right? If you're dating, like, or if something that you do or said hurt them, they have to say like, oh, kind of makes me feel bad, and then you talk about it. Great, but that's not what they did. They pulled back then or something, right? That's one small example, and then I got this other thing in my head of, ooh, is it there? I don't know. Maybe it's gone. Um, no, it's gone. Sorry. Sorry about it. Oh, yeah, another small example was like, yeah. Um, you are, let's say you have this idea of like, I know what I want and I want to date other people, but I don't know if the being monogamous is for me. Monogamy. You're pretty solid in that. You know who you are. You're feeling good. You remember you're her. Feeling good, and then you're dating a little bit, and then somebody you're dating, you just met, has other values. They want um, one of the two wants to fuck around, the other one like doesn't. They want this person all to themselves, only them, only them, and so this bit contrasting. Instead of this being not like just a clash of ideas and values and two people seeing how they will work with that, is this one person is playing the victim. It's like, well, I'm obviously right and you're wrong and your behavior is hurting me, and instead of saying that, it's passive aggressive. You're guilty without a trial, and suddenly they have you feeling bad because you care about this person. And I hate this because when somebody says, hey, I want a monogamous relationship, and they're asking that of the other person, and the other person is not sure if they want that, then suddenly this person is like, oh, that hurts me that you would not change who you are. That's basically what you're saying. Oh, it really hurts me. And you have to see how much pain you're doing and how awful a person you are for not being who I want you to be, or for not changing to match my needs, right? The point is not who is right or wrong here. There's never like a rule for this. The point is that you can't judge the other person and then not tell them or something, or go bitter, or go like all that stuff, because suddenly you're going from feeling good to feeling like, oh, I have to watch my words, I have to walk on eggshells, blah blah blah. It's this situation where you're feeling good, you feel like yourself, you're on top of the world, and then suddenly you feel like you're walking on eggshells, like you don't know who you want. What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? Was that right? Was that wrong? Blah blah blah. If you're feeling like that, then stop blaming yourself and maybe look at your surroundings. Look at the people who you're with. Look at if you have a job and you feel amazing, but when you go to the job, you feel like shit. Oh my God! Like, get that job out of the equation. Something there is wrong, or maybe it's the colleague you're working with. Address the situation. You know what I mean? Judgment. Judge that shit. Where is it? Oh, wasn't that here? Yes, it is. Oh. Is it again on the horse? See, I'm missing all the horse references. So, to end it off, mi amigos, we started on a horse. You being all fierce. Sasha fierce. You being awesome. Then we have somebody who feels like they have to make you feel bad for that, or stop you, or they feel, whatever it is, they're not being considerate about the effect it's having on you. Oh, and wasn't that what I wanted to say? It's like, oh yeah, when somebody plays this monogamy shit on you, and it's suddenly that one thing is so important, and they don't look at all the other love you maybe are giving, or all the other care or time or energy you're putting into that person, or that you actually care about them, or that you actually, care about their emotions. Suddenly all of that goes out the window because you choose not to be follow this one rule that that we've been doing for hundreds of years. So why would you not do this for me? And this I hate how people, and when you meet people who act like this, that says a lot about somebody. When somebody is so childish that they can't see that they're being careless in their own way. Because that's what they're accusing the other person of being careless about them or not caring. But that's something they decided. Oh, if you do behavior A, if you do this behavior, that means you don't care about me. And that's wrong. That's wrong. That's assuming. And that's also very dangerous. Don't test people. Don't do that. Don't send messages and then think, oh, if they don't reply in 3 days, that means they don't care about me. That means they don't like me. Oh, if they don't ask me what I'm doing Friday evening, that means that they're really not that interested in me. If they do this behavior, that means this. Stop doing that. You don't know. Ask people. Yeah. Group 4, we did it. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope this helps. I hope it was... I feel like I went all over the place with this. With the horses. Yay. Oh yeah, that was the end. Judgment. See? Standing up. Like how do you say that in English when the horse goes? What's that word? I really don't know that word. No, don't know it. Group 4. Hope you liked it. Bye bye. Have a good day.